Yeah, you needed an umbrella.
We started 4-on-1, and now we had video.
Thank you for that. Thank you very much for that.
Yeah, it's funny. I see that your generation really appreciates that.
Oh, yes. Very much so.
You created a monster.
A bunch of them, though.
I didn't save enough of those.
Oh, I mean, they're online now, I think, aren't they?
Well, you got started, what issues? Like you from the beginning.
I was like 16.
16, 17.
Yeah, so we're already 2 years into it.
Yeah.
At that point.
Yeah. Wow.
But that's interesting because that marker, right? It definitely became a marker.
What were you doing with 4-on-1 at that point?
All I did was sort of the books, the business, and the editing systems and infrastructure.
Oh.
So basically, in the New Deal days, the first videos were deck to deck, and Douglas edited those, and I set up a system where we'd have time code. We'd send VHS time code tapes to the skaters. They would pick out the parts they liked the most. Steve would manage the process of all the numbers, and then get together and edit it, right? And then, when it wasn't right, then you had to re-edit it, and it was tape to tape.
Sure.
Put in this tape, roll it down. This one's like very tedious, right?
Headache, yeah.
And then in 92, we got this system called Video FX. And again, I was technically aware, right? So it ran on a Mac FX model computer, and it had a digitizing card in it, and it had machine control, and it had postscript to tape. So that's why the graphics and the names on 4-on-1 always look better than the video, because it was postscript to tape.
Oh.
Right?
Yeah, the blue little logos and
they
stuff.
always look way better than because it was that, right?
Yeah.
It was a control. But basically, with the system, you would digitize your tape, and you would have a low res, like 240 by 320 video,
that
30 frames a
with.
second, and you're editing with it in a timeline like you are now. But then when it's time to make the master, put in tape 12, put in tape 27, and then it would fast forward, go to the time code.
Oh my God, are you serious?
It's fabulous compared to what was
compared to what you were doing, but still you would have to have everything in order, or else you would be screwed.
There was a system for that. You could, for the first 5 years of 4-on-1, you could type in Ollie Tony Hawk and find every Ollie of Tony Hawk. And then at some point, when 4-on-1 got successful enough, it's like, you just move your office to the back of the building, go in the wood shop, leave us alone. And then I just became the guy that did the books, because Josh Freeberg had gotten technically adept enough. Mm-hmm. And then Media 100 came out and got to be much better, where the systems we were dealing with, like that editing system, we had a 2 gig disc array. It was pretty badass. 5 1/4 disc, $10,000 for a 2 gig disc array.
$10,000.
That's what it took then. But compared to a Hollywood style editing room,
sure.
With $250,000 worth of equipment, here we got 25 and we're doing it.
But you're still, you're putting out good shit.
Yeah.
4-on-1. I never got a dun-da-da. I always wanted a dun-da-da.
Yeah.
Did you have any choice you weren't choosing any 4-on-1 openers or anything like that?
No, I didn't choose anything. I just made the things happen.
Right.
Yeah.
I was the tech support.
The system
my office. So when we got Giant over to the other building, then I was right there. Well, 4-on-1 was downstairs first, and when Giant moved to another building, then I was still there in the office, same hallway.
Yeah.
And so I was always just tech support and set up, so whether it's like, Kirk Deanna or Colin, and then sort of those two guys I always knew well, and then there came all the other filmers like, Ricky or whoever. They're like, I never really knew as well.
Okay.
Because they weren't the first. I wasn't dealing with those guys by the time they were around.
Sure.